The reason why I went through 8 pairs of shoes is probably because, in addition to walking a lot, which you do, you also need to buy good shoes. I came with 2 great pairs of Echoes. You have to be careful about the kinds of Echoes that you buy. Because you don't come across a whole lot of really nice shoes that are also waterproof. And this is an island, and when it gets to Taglamig, when it comes to winter, it's going to rain and it's going to pour and it's going to flood and it's going to destroy your shoes unless you have like a great pair. So I know some elders would get these black rubber pairs of shoes, kind of like Crocs, I guess you could say, and they weren't necessarily the most formal looking, but they lasted for a pretty good while, and were comfortable and worked out well. So that's always a ways to go. Because I felt like they were a little too informal for me, I would end up getting a leather pair and they would get destroyed by the rain. But typically it wasn't the tops or the leather that ran out first, it was the rubber underneath, because you walk a lot. So a suggestion for making those last, if you are interested in making sure that you still get to wear some a little more formal leather shoes, there are people that will repair your shoes for you, and typically they'll do a pretty good job. So you can also make suggestions as to like what types of rubber you would like them to replace the bottom of your shoes with. And although I never did this, there was a missionary who had come across some blown out tires on the street, because everybody drives in a very exciting fashion in the Philippines, and he brought this like jeepney tire and said, I want you to make a sole for my shoe out of this tire. And because it's like got metal in it and stuff like that, and it's like a road tire, you know, it lasted for a really long time. So just like be creative and make things work out, because there comes a point where they start to become very uncomfortable. So shoes can be expensive, but it's worth it to buy a nice pair. My feet hurt my whole mission, and it was great.